Alright, hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to talk about dizzying rounds again, because recently it got nerfed. In all actuality, the nerf doesn't do anything, actually. And I'm going to show you just a workaround for the nerf. It's pretty simple. And if you actually read the patch notes, it's kind of confusing, as the first thing that's on the patch notes is says, fix dizzying rounds, leaving an enemy open to finishers forever. Now, this is technically not true. Alright, so what I have here is a Corrupted Heavy Gunner, Eximus, and I'm going to put this at level 170 so he does not die. Also, I have just dizzying rounds and nothing else on this. And I have a Heat Dagger with an OG Covert Lethality build, so nothing of value, so it's not going to actually kill the Heavy Gunner. And that's going to be important later. So, spawn in our Heavy Gunner. Now, what I thought the patch notes meant was if I hit him with the dizzying rounds and then the animation ends, I thought that the finisher window would also end. But that's actually not true. And you can see the finisher window is still forever. However, I cannot do follow-up finishers to make sure the enemy is dead. So that's what the nerf actually does. That's a complete non-issue, and the reason being is there's actually a lot of things that counts as a hit for dizzying rounds. And this includes damage over time status effects. So toxin, heat, gas, electric, and even slash all count as hits for dizzying rounds. So what that means is I can use, say, a damage over time status effect, like, say, we're going to go with toxin right now. Alright, so we have toxin on the weapon now. And when we spawn this enemy again and we proc toxin, right, we can actually spam this again with follow-up finishers, as long as the toxin proc is actually on the enemy. But now that it's gone, so too is our follow-up finishers. Now, in the comments section of the last video, a few of you guys told me that AoE status effects actually apply dizzying rounds in an AoE. And thankfully, we actually have two damage over time status effects that happen to be AoE. Both of them are gas and electric, which can both be put on this weapon. And with gas in particular, if, say, an enemy that I didn't hit walks into a gas cloud, they'll be continually hit with dizzying rounds. So effectively, they just walk in and get marked, and I can just hit them up with a finisher, right? And I can keep doing that because it applies damage over time. So if I spawn a bunch of heavy gunners this time, right? Let's spawn gas and electric, right? And you see multiple enemies got affected by the gas status effect, and they're also hit with dizzying rounds as well. So I can repeatedly do finishers to them. And a big AoE, which kind of renders my punch through of the original build I did from the last video pointless. And of course, you can combine this with whatever weapon you want, like, say, Architectron, right? Does a lot of finisher damage. Bring our 170 Corrupted Heavy Gunners again, and just smack them all. Right? That one walked into the gas cloud, so they're going to be hit with dizzying rounds. Right? Pretty simple. Oh, hit a massive crowd of them. If they're walking this way, they're going to get continually hit. And I think... oh, missed one. But yeah, these two did not get marked. And they're the only ones. So as you can see, the dizzying rounds nerf isn't really an issue, and the solution to the nerf makes it a whole lot more efficient anyways. Now, I do have one more slot available on this build, and what this could be reserved for is status duration. And what status duration does is it allows more enemies to walk into the gas cloud and get marked with dizzying rounds. Now, the base status duration mod isn't that great, but if you happen to have a Riven with, say, status duration on it, and you actually have a Bronco Formud, right, and it wouldn't be really hard to get like a whole lot of status duration on this, because this is the regular Bronco, not the Bronco Prime, which probably has a lower disposition. I actually just checked, and the regular Bronco has a Riven disposition of 1.45, whereas the Bronco Prime has a disposition of 1.4. So I guess not a huge difference, but you're still going to get a little more status duration out of the regular Bronco. But keep this in mind when you're building your Bronco now. So ideally, you just want to slap gas and electric on there, and you're good to go. So the nerf really didn't do much, but that's fine anyways, as hard mode is literally just like right around the corner, as it's launching, I think, later this week. I hope. But anyway, guys, that's all for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.